All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's HLAA Showcase webinar, Effortless Hearing with Starkey Evolve AI. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Melissa Cruz, and I handle meeting and events here at HLAA. Today's presentation is being recorded and will be available for playback at a later time on the HLAA website, which is hearingloss.org. This is a disclaimer that HLAA does not endorse the product featured in the webinar. HLAA is providing an educational opportunity to learn about this product and how it could benefit people with hearing loss. I'm going to start out by giving you some tech tips. The first one is to see the caption in this webinar. You need to click on the CC icon and click on Show Subtitle. You can change the font size in the subtitle settings. Also, to open the chat and move that box to avoid overlap with captions, and to use click on the Q&A icon to ask your questions using this feature to facilitate questions. The chat is available only for technical issues and for the panelists only. We'll be using the Q&A feature to answer any of your questions following the presentation. If you join by computer, the presentation should be in side-by-side mode. The slides are on the left and the panelists are on the right in gallery view. You can change the size of your side-by-side view by hovering between the two screens and moving the gray bar to adjust to your desired size. If you join by a mobile device or phone, your view may be different and you may have to scroll between views to get to the desired one. And again, HLA is providing this as an educational benefit. And now I think we are ready to introduce our presenter. Today we have Andrea Hanna-Dox. She's a senior educator and trained audiologist. Andrea, I'm going to turn the presentation over to you.
Very good. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, so I'm delighted to be here today. As Melissa mentioned, I am Dr. Andrea Hanna-Dox, a member of the education and training team at Starkey. Lots of years serving patients in clinical settings prior to joining the education and training department at Starkey. So I'm excited today to talk with you about our Evolve AI product family. So the title of this talk is Effortless Hearing with Starkey Evolve AI. So let's go ahead and jump in. Certainly, we know that life is dynamic, right? It's comprised of everyday common activities as well as unique opportunities and experiences. It's full of quiet and noisy moments that keep us engaged with one another and with the world around us. So for individuals with hearing loss who are seeking amplification, we know that a primary goal or desire is certainly to hear better, but we also know from listening to individuals and talking with communities, as well as looking at some of the published research, that individuals with hearing loss who want to hear better also want all of these other things, right? And I'm thinking we're probably not surprised. Feeling connected, staying relevant, not being a burden, remaining independent, feeling safe and secure. So a lot of different considerations on the table when it comes to amplification. Well, it was with these very things in mind that Starkey created the Evolve AI product family. From the smallest invisible in the canal custom hearing aid that you can see on the far left side of the screen, all the way up through the Power Plus behind the ear style. This family offers the best sound quality and performance that's available in the hearing aid technology industry today. So with a complete style portfolio and both zinc air and rechargeable battery options, there's really something for everyone with this family of hearing aids. Let me tell you a little bit more about Evolve AI. The foundation for this technology family centers on the concept of effortless hearing, effortless selection, and effortless connection. Together, they make it possible for individuals to receive a personalized amplification experience that's really tailored to their unique hearing needs and goals. When it comes to hearing aid sound quality and performance, I think we would all agree that the things you see here are very important, right? The ability to have sound be natural, nice and rich and clear. The ability for a hearing aid to minimize background noise. Also to provide comfort for loud sounds, and even support the ability to tell direction. Starkey sound is the umbrella term that we use to describe the signal processing in the Evolve AI hearing aids. It's what allows the devices to deliver on all of those things and a lot more. So Starkey sound is always on, it's always automatic, and always effortless. And over 100 sound quality patents behind this technology, which is wonderful. Core of optimal sound quality is the ability of the hearing aid microphones to accurately classify each environment, to tell the hearing aids how to behave at every moment in time to deliver the best audibility, speech clarity, and comfort at all times, regardless of the environment. Evolve AI hearing aids automatically classify every environment every 6 milliseconds to ensure that the amplification being provided is exactly what's needed for that moment in time. There are several signal processing features in the hearing aids that are instrumental in helping people hear their best at all times. So let's talk about a few of those now. Here you're seeing speech and noise, speech and loud noise, and the transient feature. These are examples of what we call fast-acting noise management strategies. Speech and noise, you may recognize from literature as digital noise reduction. Fast-acting digital noise reduction does a wonderful job of capturing noise in between the pauses of speech, and also some nice research behind it to show that it not only can manage the background noise well, but also reduce the effort that individuals have to put forward. It's difficult to hear in background noise, and it's also very taxing and stressful. So a wonderful tool with the speech and noise feature. Speech and loud noise is a companion feature. So here we've got another fast-acting digital noise reduction tool. This is what we call binaural noise management, designed to help improve the clarity of speech and preserve spatial cues and support orientation as well. And then transient, that feature is for those sudden or abrupt sounds that could be jarring, maybe dishes clanging, keys dropping, that type of sound. If we take a look at a couple of additional features in the Evolve AI hearing aids, here you see the quiet, wind, machine noise, and auto music features. Quiet is the tool that's used to manage very soft environmental sounds, also to ensure that hearing aids themselves are quiet. So for individuals with good low frequency hearing, that they're not hearing what we call circuitry noise noise of the device itself. So the quiet feature plays a nice role there. Wind is sheer over the microphones when someone is outdoors, helping to reduce and take the edge off of wind that can be very loud and bothersome. And then machine noise, think of that feature along the lines of steady state cyclical type noise. I usually use the examples of the vacuum cleaner or the blender. Those three strategies are designed to promote comfort for the listener. Auto music is not noise reduction, there on the far right side. That is a feature that's designed to optimize background music when it's the primary signal to the hearing aids. So together, all of these features do a wonderful job of delivering on that audibility, clarity, and comfort for individuals. Edge mode is a feature I wanted to mention today as well. There may be times when an environment is particularly challenging and the person's feeling like they need just a little bit more assistance. Edge mode provides more help in difficult environments, whether they're noisy or quiet. It's a feature that may come in handy in a particularly loud restaurant or maybe a cocktail party environment, or perhaps the opposite of that. Maybe it's a grandparent reading with a soft-spoken grandchild. So edge mode, when it's engaged, is able to capture the unique acoustic characteristics of an environment and deliver enhanced amplification, enhanced feature application to address those particularly difficult environments. Also a wonderful tool we learned through research at Starkey with mask wearing. So yes, we're all climbing out of COVID, we hope, right? But also for the immunocompromised patient where masks are a part of life, Edge mode does a wonderful job of overcoming the challenges imposed by a mask. And what's really neat with edge mode is we're actually clinically seeing that it's replacing the need for multiple hearing aid memories or programs. To complete the discussion on sound quality or that effortless hearing aspect, I think it's important to talk a little bit about music. Music and speech are very different signals. And because they're very different signals, they need to be treated differently to be able to obtain the best sound quality possible. So for example, music has a broader bandwidth than speech and a greater level or greater levels, loudness variations as well. So it's not uncommon for people to find that their hearing aids fall short when it comes to the fullness and clarity of music because the signal processing doesn't differentiate the way each signal is amplified. But I'm happy to report that that's not the case with Evolve AI. Background music and the dedicated music program make it possible to treat music as the unique entity that it is, and therefore provide that optimal sound quality. So really wonderful opportunity here to support the enjoyment of music. Thrive app for smartphones and tablets empowers people wearing Evolve AI hearing aids to be able to do a number of things with their hearing aids. Programs can be changed for different environments. The volume in one or both hearing aids can be adjusted. Noise management can be made more or less aggressive through the app. There can be custom or personal hearing aid memories that can be created for personal environments, perhaps a favorite coffee shop or the gym. The app also provides access to a number of health, wellness, and convenience features that I'm going to be discussing during the next webinar on December 7th. So be sure to register for that. One quick example of that type of feature is the Find My Phone feature that can identify where the phone is hiding when it goes missing. So we'll talk more about these features or those types of features next time. But the Thrive app is a wonderful tool, lots of flexibility for the hearing aid user through the Thrive app. Advanced mode you see on the left, basic mode on the right for a simpler app experience. And please know that while it's a wonderful tool, it's not required to be used with the Evolve AI hearing aids. So when it comes to connectivity and this notion of effortless connection, Evolve AI really is wonderful in a number of ways. First of all, it provides or offers the fastest and most seamless connected experience possible. Many individuals wearing hearing aids today enjoy streaming signals from their smartphone or tablet directly to their hearing aids to be able to have that personal audio experience. With streaming things like phone calls, podcasts, right, music, all these types of things can be heard directly through the hearing aids with adjustable sound quality. The Evolve AI hearing aids offer direct streaming from 34 Apple devices and 56 Android devices, with more devices being tested and vetted all the time. Life is busy, and the ability to manage calls in a hands-free manner, I think, is very important. I think we all agree, very important from a safety perspective, and then also from a convenience perspective as well. Evolve AI hearing aids allow the hearing aid user to answer calls using the controls on the hearing aid, and then have their voice returned to the person on the other end of the conversation using the hearing aid microphones. As a result, the phone does not need to be held at all. And this can be a really wonderful tool for a variety of types of calls. Could be a phone call, but maybe also a FaceTime call or even a Zoom conference call. Lots of different possibilities there. Hearing aid accessories, like the one shown here, can augment traditional amplification in nice ways. The TV streamer that you see at the top there, that's a nice tool for sending signals directly from the television to the hearing aids for optimal sound quality and volume. Remote microphones, and there are several options. These are very nice for improving speech understanding and background noise. They do a wonderful job of raising the level of the speech above the background in order to create a greater degree or provide and enhance the speech signal even to a greater degree than the hearing aids can do on their own. For some people, accessories are an important part of the connected experience and hearing better. Finally, when it comes to the notion of effortless connection, the ability to meet with your hearing healthcare professional for hearing aid programming adjustments and support without having to go into the office can be extremely helpful. Remote hearing aid programming with the TeleHear feature can do a number of things. It can increase access to services, maybe when there is inclement weather, right? A rainstorm or a snowstorm, maybe transportation challenges or long travel distances that require, any situation really that requires a substantial amount of time or effort. Remote programming can also improve the continuity of care by allowing for assistance when other health conditions or life situations make it difficult to travel or be seen in person. And it's also a valuable tool for reducing health risks. Maybe when there's a public health emergency, I know right now there's a lot of flu going around, right? Or perhaps, as I mentioned earlier, can be a great tool if a person is immunocompromised. So a couple of nice advantages to the TeleHear remote programming feature. So in summary, just kind of covering some highlights today on Evolve AI. I hope you've enjoyed learning more about this family. And here you can see what I call the ecosystem of Evolve AI with the full style product family and the Starkey sound capabilities for the best sound quality possible, and then those effortless connection considerations. It's really wonderful technology for any degree of hearing loss, capable of delivering what you want, an exceptional amplification experience in every environment. And Starkey takes pride in delivering performance and precision along with world-class craftsmanship in all of our hearing aids and all of our technology, all the way down to our ear molds. The Evolve AI family was created with user insight, and the devices are built to last. They're easy to use and they offer wonderful battery life as well. So our goal at Starkey is to lead the world in better hearing and help other people, those with hearing loss, lead better lives as well. So to hear better and to live better. And I'm happy to report that the world is noticing. We've been awarded several technology, design, and manufacturing awards, which is fantastic. So with that, I'd like to invite everyone to learn more about Starkey and about the Evolve AI hearing aids. You can visit starkey.com for more information. And I hope you'll also join me on December 7th at 2 p.m. Eastern for another webinar on how the Evolve AI hearing aids are able to support overall health and wellness with a number of features for both patients, hearing aid users, and loved ones as well. So with that, I will open things up to questions. I appreciate everyone attending today. So let me go ahead and stop sharing, and we will see if there are any questions. All right, I see a few here. Does the TV streamer allow the normal TV speaker output to remain on so that one can watch TV with normal hearing people? Yes, it does. Excellent question. So that TV streamer does allow others in the room to enjoy the volume from the TV set to their preference, while the Evolve AI hearing aid user can adjust for their own preferences and needs. Another nice thing about the TV streamer, which is good to point out, is multiple Starkey hearing aid users can use one TV streamer. A family, for example, or a couple wouldn't need multiple TV streamers. So that's a nice consideration there as well. All right, I see another question. Is the hearing aid good for those with moderate to severe hearing loss? Yes, it is definitely good for moderate to severe hearing loss. The fitting ranges cover the entire spectrum of degrees of hearing loss. So all the way from that slight mild degree of loss up through that more severe to profound degree of hearing loss. And low sound issues. I think for addressing, I believe if I'm interpreting that right, softer environmental sounds, is that what you mean by low sound, softer? Does a wonderful job of being able to capture those softer sounds and then keep those louder ones comfortable for the individual. I appreciate the questions. Let's see here. Does the Evolve AI come with a T-coil? There are a number of styles that have a telecoil. So yes, there are options for telecoil. They're not in all of the hearing aids, but there are both custom in the ear style products as well as the standard or kind of over the ear, RIC or behind the ear style devices that do indeed have telecoil. Great question. Also a nice tool, piggybacking off of that, certainly telecoils can be helpful in a number of ways. And Starkey offers a loop response. So for those of you using a telecoil in a looped environment, we've got a wonderful program or memory that can be implemented that more precisely meets a looped situation over a telephone. So just a tangent thought there as well. But yes, telecoils can be very important. And yes, there are options in several styles of the hearing aids. Oh, there you go, especially hearing in loop situations. I'm working my way through the questions here. Yes, so I think I already addressed that one. Wonderful for loops, right? So taking away the effects of distance and reverberation for the listener, the telecoil can do a wonderful job there, and that loop memory environment, program environment as well. Here's another question. Do you have to get the streamer to hear the TV effectively? No, you don't. Not every individual is going to need an accessory. Not everyone is going to need the TV streamer. So amplification alone, the hearing aids themselves should do a very nice job. The edge mode feature that I was talking about earlier had several reports of edge mode, how was it the last, crisping up the television signal. So another nice tool there. So no, TV streamer is not required to hear the television well. I think you all know, right? There are a lot of elements that go into the TV signal. The quality of the audio, right? Whether we've got the visual cues to supplement the audio, when there's a laugh track or, an action scene in a movie, right? There are a lot of different variables, but we've had wonderful response and report on TV listening with Evolve AI. Appreciate the questions. All right, here, let's see. What training do you give users on how to use and adjust to electronics? Need an iPhone ? So here's the thing about that. Everybody's different, right? Our needs, our interests, and then other factors as well. Dexterity, a bunch of different factors that roll into that. You don't have to have an iPhone or an Android phone to use the Evolve AI hearing aids, or to use, it's required for using the Thrive app, which is a great tool, but definitely not required. I do know that in communities, there are usually a number of different support options for learning about smartphones and tablets. So that's where I would steer you, is to your community, to the community center. Maybe there's a senior center. Maybe there is, I know our VFW does some classes. There are different social organizations that will provide information, not to mention the Verizon store, right, or AT&T, or pick your favorite. So several different ways there to learn more about that. Oh, and I think there's a clarification here, meaning that the intention in the question earlier was on lower sounds was the bass sounds versus the high pitch. Thank you for the clarification. So yeah, the ability to keep those in check. It's interesting. Some people want more bass, right? They want more boom, and other people not so much. They find that's a bit overpowering. So what's nice is the different channels in the instrument allow for really nice precision in managing and getting the right mix of both those low bass and more higher pitched elements of the amplified signal. Yeah.
And Dr. Doss, I think we are almost about out of time. I know that there are still a few more questions, but maybe folks can reach out to you or, email, and we can get the information.
Absolutely. Feel free to call Starkey. Happy to help. You bet.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And we're going to say thank you for joining us. And we will see you at the our next upcoming webinar. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.